Okay. Oh, 1 second. Smear my glasses. There we go. Money, money, money. Hey, that's what we need right there. Challenge. Almost pretty high spirit. I think it goes to 20%, so I have 5 more levels, I believe. That's what I was told. Alright, who's out here? Who wants it?
Oh, it's over.
It's over. Can I get in there? Nope. feel like there's gotta be a point to this, alright? Maybe not. I'm right here. Gotta go back over there as a crystal. Checkpoint, let's go. Ah!
Not that, you bastard!
Cover the map over here real quick. Oh, what was that? Was that the game? The what? Getting hacked right now? Train factory. Oh. That's making me go around. Can't get that off. Get it. Yeah, I can't get up that side. There we go. Dun dun dun. Ooh, should we upgrade? I don't know if we should upgrade or not. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see how much. Well, let's see how much money I got. 2250. Nah, let's go. Wait a second. Yeah, we should upgrade. I got that root. Maybe I can upgrade it to a god weapon. Ooh. Not what I was looking for.
What now?
What now?
Fine, let's have a look.
$500. Shoots impact.
We're done here?
We're done. Well, let me see actually. I
What?
can actually use that.
Yeah? Better be worth my time. I've got work to do.
Oh, traveler.
Ho, traveler.
Certainly. Be safe out there.
Ask him about
Ah,
upgrades.
good to see you again. Just be careful around McCabe. Anything else you need?
Isn't there a way to upgrade my weapon?
Certainly. Be safe out there.
What is this? I can't move the map. I don't know what the skeleton is.
Hold there.
Oh, there. Control reactor. Re-13. War 13. Research. Let's go check it out. Actually, let me go save it real quick and then we'll go check it. Though it's not just... And I have to go buy everything again and... Ooh. Right there. Dearest Reg, I know you're dying to learn what the government's been doing since you moved into Ward 13. There's so much to tell, I don't know where to start. The red crystals weren't anything we thought regular. Reg, they're not power, they're not power sources at all. They're conduits through space itself. I know I wouldn't have believed it either. Wait until you see what they're doing. They've connected test subjects, dreamers, they call them, to some kind of guardian entities in the other world. I don't mean other planets, I mean parallel worlds side by side with Earth. But completely inaccessible apart from the crystals. Ford and Harsgard, you remember Captain Ford, dear? What? Ford and Harsgard, you remember Captain Ford? Dear, he was the recruitment official who visited us at the university. Have a few dreamers on a atoll offshore, and the preliminary reports sound like a fairy tale. Fauns, goblins, even magic. Of course, it can't actually be magic. It certainly feels like it based on our current understanding of physics. It's hard to explain without being able to show you, Reg, but they won't let it happen until your transfer goes through. I don't even know if they'll allow this letter out. Be honest. It's final. I'll show everything in person when you arrive. Our ward already has 2 dreamers connected. I'm supervising activation of the third in a few days. Gabriel, they call him, though I get the feeling it's not his real name. I can't wait to see what he sees, to start investigating one of these worlds for myself. We're on the verge of something amazing, Reg. There's so much more to the universe than anyone thought, even Einstein. What wonders might be out there, even just lying in wait for our discovery. See you soon. Reports, subject 2419, preliminary observations, findings, Dr. Belinda Marsh, operations research analysis, War 13, abstract. Commander Neville has asked for the recommendations on the worlds should be chosen for our first physical expedition. Subject 2419-1 is the second dreamer bonded to the so-called Fuzzy's world, but the world has changed drastically since the loss of the previous dreamer. With a new guardian entity, a new invading species, and widespread alterations to the world and inhabitants, it is fair to say it is no longer Fuzzy's world, and it is highly dangerous. It is a recommendation that we do not send a physical expedition to this world at this time. Key world 2419 Gabriel says the dreamer Fuzzy's root creatures. Background: last year 2419, known as Gabriel, died in the dreamer's chair, which his guardian entity was killed by the inhabitants of the world, informally known as the Fuzzies. The Fuzzies were intelligent and warlike, yet they were caring toward each other. We still do not know why they turned on the guardian. In February of this year, we were finally successful in connecting the second dreamer of the subject 2419-1, Heron, referred to as Casa, bonded to what appears to be the new guardian in the world. We have been feverishly gathering data ever since. Preliminary findings: Case's world is almost completely unrecognizable from before. Gabriel observed what appeared to be the massive living organism populated by small fur-covered creatures called Fuzzies. Case, however, sees a world covered in root-like growth, and little of the original landscape visible underneath it. The Fuzzies are rarely seen at all, at least not alive. The world is now populated by a new violent species of creatures. Unclear whether this new species came from. We saw no evidence of them in Gabriel's recordings, but we have eliminated a large percentage of the former population in a very short time. The new species appears to be plant-based, bearing resemblance to the motile trees or roots. These creatures are violent and destructive, actively hunting the Fuzzies, slaughtering them, and leaving their bodies behind while they hunt more. We believe that there may still be Fuzzies alive in the hiding, but given the ferocity of the root species, it is unlikely they will remain so very long. Conclusion and recommendations: I believe the Fuzzies will not survive without some kind of intervention. However, I cannot recommend that a human scouting party visit Case's world at this time. It is likely that the root species will treat us the same as the Fuzzies. They're given the speed of the ferocity at which they fight. A lone scouting party will stand a chance. Even the modern won't stand a chance. Will not stand a chance. Even with modern weapons. For now, I believe it is the best, and we continue our observations to learn what we can about these species and before engaging them. Chosen first. we just read. Yeah, we just read this. Sounds like the high-ups are planning the honest-to-God physical expedition of one of the world's commanders. Neville has requested all operations managers to submit all recommendations. Given the things we've seen, bringing Case online with Guardian and Root creatures, the Massacres one think it's obvious what our stance has to be. Case's equipment is going bonkers. It keeps resetting itself, specific to set parameters, not only just the dreaming harness, but the recording equipment, diagnostics, even life support. The effect seems to be coming from Case herself, but none of us understands how that's possible. What? The effect seems to be coming from Case herself, but none of us understands that how that's possible. Per procedure, we've tried to sedate reboot Case, but that has proven impossible. The system ignores our commands for sedation. Reg tried physically administering the drug, of course, but the system automatically applied a reversal agent. I'm concerned if we try to overpower the system, we will end up killing the dreamer. On the other hand, that may be our only option if this feedback loop doesn't resolve itself. We'll continue observations now, but after what happened with Great Gabriel and Clementine, I'm worried. They're everywhere. The root creatures from Case's world. We were unprepared. How could it be? They attacked so quickly. Reg is dead. So many are dead. We've lost contact with the ward. 16 and 17, maybe others. Those of us still alive have locked ourselves in Case's room for now, but it won't be long before we're discovered. What the hell is happening? Oh, damn. They're after... Oh, shoot. I messed up. They're after the Dreamers. They've killed all but Case already. It's just a matter of time, except they aren't pounding on our door. They just know we're in here. If they're after Dreamers, why would they leave us alone unless... Oh, God, Case, if she's the gate. If that's what I have to do, then we don't have any other choice. If we leave the room, they'll slaughter us. And if I'm wrong, well, one more Dreamer won't matter much. If we're all dead. It's done. The system fought us in every turn, and then the root creatures began pounding at the door as though they knew what we were trying to do. But it's over. She's dead, and the roots are still out there, preparing to make one final run for it. I don't know how far we'll get, but we'll die if we stay here. Asgard's Dreamer was in the feedback loop too. We have to tell them. If I was right about her being the gate, then... Oh, file corrupt. What? Do we read this? Eureka. It's taken months, but we have finally reconnected the Dreamer to the Gabriel's world. Subject 2419-1 is online. New bonded entity, vastly different from the previous one. Visual recordings are dim, but audio is greatly enhanced so much so that our equipment cannot accurately record all of it. The new Guardian is belligerent towards the inhabitants, malicious even. I suspect it shares memories of the previous Guardian. Consciously or not, it knows that the Fuzzies did and treat them accordingly. Fascinating. Alright, that's it. Reports. Alright. It's crazy, man. It's like the whole backstory. It's coming together. Blood bag, watching a movie. Elder knowledge. Experience points bonus. Oh, helps you level up faster. No surprise there would be an extra fuses in the ward. Power in there is always surging and knocking out the various panels. The engineers that designed the system would not be happy if they knew it outlasted most of the human race. We not be happy exactly. Guess there's only one way to go. Subject 2409, his online vitals are stable, but we're receiving no visual information. The audio consists of only low, persistent rumble inspired by seemingly random series of clicks. Attempts to find the pattern in the clicks have so far been fruitless. I'm convinced there's nothing more than signal noise, perhaps errors in the recording equipment amplified by the dreamer's subconscious, or perhaps there's no signal at all. We've never tested what happens when the dreamer connects with nothing. Most likely, Dr. Harsgaard reads the runes wrong, awaiting confirmation. Ward 16 reply. Harsgaard claims he is not wrong and suggests we continue monitoring. We'll do so if only as CYA looks like we're stuck here for a while. Note from the private waters. Dr. Itzatso, I heard a change in the audio last night for about 20 minutes starting at 2:11. I heard some kind of singing. That's the only way I can think of to describe it. This was on top of the regular rumble, the clicks. I left the tape in your office for review. Also, be advised that I may have seen an anomaly on video as well a brief, very faint pulse of light during the time an audio anomaly. It may just have been an artifact on the screen, though, or even in my imagination. It was very late after all. Light show. Hell, I owe Harsgaard $10. For about 2 hours on April 6, 1966, subject 2409's visual lit up like the goddamn 4th of July. Dozens of lights and pulses on and off, and no pattern we have yet discerned. Colors varied but remained mostly between blue and yellow wavelengths. After approximately 145 minutes, the pulsing began to decrease in frequency, and by T plus 160 they had ceased entirely. Audio was unchanged during this time. Finally, we have proof that the dreamer is connected to something. Harsgaard is never going to let this drop. Let's see. Oh, we already read this. Error, file corrupted. Error, file corrupted. File corrupted. Exit. Alright, get out of that. There's a story right here. It's another one. 2 seconds. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. I can like start this system diagnostic success log AC. There we go. Alright. In this room, please keep the air conditioner on at all times. Dreamers entities live in the frozen world, in some places colder than any recommended measurement on Earth. This seems to reflect aspects of the bond. It's recorded measurements on Earth. Colder than any recorded measurements on Earth, and it seems to reflect aspects of the bond in particular. She shows physical sign of discomfort at any temperatures above 55 degrees. These working in this area are encouraged to wear layers. Whoops. Was not. Error. File corrupted. Minor abnormality. The Guardian came across a clutch of orphaned polas. Apparently, they've been lost in the blizzard, but the effect on the Clementine was unexpected. Her noradrenaline levels dropped, and her body showed signs of lacrimation. Most of the team believed the Guardian, the Dreamer, or both saddened at the discovery, but we have no record of the Guardians ever having or eliciting emotions. If only we could record emotional states somehow. It's unfortunate that we can't speak to the dreamers without waking them, and that we can't wake them without risking the loss of the bond. Alright. New procedures. FYI, per Commander Neville's orders, we have sedated Clementine until her noradrenaline levels return back to normal. I guess this is now standard operating procedure, so whenever a dreamer exhibits any potentially unstable behavior. I suspect the source of this edict is Captain Ford. After what happened with Gabriel and the Hasgard about to connect a new dreamer to this clawbone entity. I'm guessing Ford doesn't want any more unnecessary risk. He's probably right. Janitor. Can someone please tell the janitor to leave the AC alone? That's the third time we've had to reboot the Clementine this month. Error. Last frame, and it is all disintegrated all. Blah 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 blah. Clementine not disintegrated all. Rather, I think she shifted somehow. That she still exists somewhere along with everything else, including the poor janitor. Unfortunately, blank. I blank as to why. I have only conjecture. Reviewing Clementine's final tapes show. Alright, so they blurred it out. In the very last frame, in one darkened corner, you can see blank blank blank. This be Clawbone. Harsgard always described his known entity in fantastic terms, but what if he wasn't exaggerating? We know he brought his dreamer online at approximately the same time Clementine disappeared after all. As I said, conjecture, blah 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 blah. So they're skipping some stuff. Leaving some stuff out. Maybe we'll find it in the next one. Did I check this room out? Dead body. Alright, system diagnostics. Check, check. Gabriel, the dreamer known as Gabriel, subject 2419 is online data is coming faster than we can deal with it. Gabriel's bonded entity guards a literal living world, some kind of massive biological organism that houses the guardian within it. The ground is flesh in response to stimuli, the air is thick with the moisture, and the breeze shifts cycling. Like breathing, inhabitants of the world are equally fascinating. Small, fur-covered, bipedals from that we've dubbed fuzzies for their resemblance to creatures from H. Beam Piper's novels. They appear to be sentient, whatever that means. They have no spoken language, but they build tools and structures from the bone, like growth found. Throughout their world, these observations are preliminary, of course, but they're so exciting. A new species first contact. What revelations might be uncover? Error. Fuzzy distrust. The Fuzzies have been acting stranger at first. They had a kind of god worshipper relationship with Gabriel's entity, but we've recently signs of fear and distrust. A few even threw rocks at their guardian. Could Gabriel Bond have somehow caused this? We've been very careful to observe only, not to interfere. But maybe the Fuzzies detected some subtle change we could not predict, too subtle for us to notice, yet strong enough to cause a violent reaction that seems implausible. A minority of my team is concerned that this will affect our experiment. One team member is worried Gabriel himself might be in danger, though I've seen no evidence that Gabriel's vitals have been unaffected by the random attacks. A more valid concern is that the very act of observing is affecting what we observe. That may be valid, but it's not reason enough to wake the dreamer, not yet. Ooh, the uprising. Gabriel was attacked today, or rather the Guardian was. We're combing our records for any sign of the provocation on our part, but so far we have found nothing. Gabriel's been completely passive, allowing the Guardian to act independently. Most likely, whatever's happening predates Gabriel's bond. There have been more calls from the team to wake Gabriel, still a minority, but it's true that his heart rate rose briefly during the attacks, but there may have been no other sign of the attack affected him in any way. I've ordered observations to continue. We will see this through. Termination. Subject 241 has been declared dead on Sunday, April 3rd, 1966. Oh, you murderers. His guardian was killed and his body consequently suffered a cardiac arrest. We lost input immediately. Needless to say, my team is devastated, and yet this presents exciting new information. This is the first time Dreamer has died in the chair. Tragic. Through Gabriel's death, as it proves the bond between the Dreamers and the Guardians is even stronger than we knew. Research in the fuzzy world has been put on hold for now. Our previous observations in these log entries will be transferred to another room study while Gabriel's chair is prepared for the next Dreamer. I know we'll be back. There's so much yet to learn. What happens when a world's guardian dies anyways? Alright, that's... Man, I think we're going through these backwards. Oh, I have to have a key for this? What? Where'd I get the key at? Alright, let's keep going. Let's go downstairs. B3 is this research, I believe. Oh, there's another stair. Access denied. Hey. Alright, let's go upstairs, see if we can get. Well, that was a key. Needs a key. Never mind. Nothing up there. Terminal control. This place is huge. That's hit markers, or that's just. It's gotta be hit. Six, eight. There's 10 clocks. Why is there so many TVs? Oh wow, this is just blown off of there, wasn't it? That's creepy. Oh, I need a key, don't I? Dang it. Why is it showing that? Whatever this is a portal. We need a key, we need 2 keys, and something else. It's a hole right there. Is there a passage or something? Dang it, man. What did that say? Log off? System key enabled. Just doesn't appear to do anything. There's like a gray area. Oh, that part is just the it's gonna be upstairs. No way. Hey. So much of this game. It's a little overwhelming.
Needing any scram? Till next time.
Till next time.
Hello again, friend. Let's see what we got. Keep your head up.
Wait
I'll
a second.
let you help you
My
today.
bad.
Here you go.
Damage received is increased by 300%. All damage dealt is increased by 15. Includes. Why would you want that? 300% more damage?
Safest of travels.
Safest of
Greetings,
travels.
friend. What can I do you for?
Greetings, friend.
All right. I'll oblige you if I can. Oh, hey, not much to tell about old Reggie. My story is end by searching my life. I do remember, but it's lost now. Anything. Keep your head up. Hello there, friend.
Hey, traveler.
Nope. Alright, I need to get some answers. Nope. I need another key. The wars on the atoll have been overrun. We've used the crystal to escape, but I'm not sure these things can't use it too. I'm shutting it down. And just to be safe, I destroyed the connection between us and the atoll. Don't think I could sleep otherwise. I know other ways to travel between wards, but well, I'm the only one alive now who has those codes. I know other ways to travel between wards, but well, I'm the only one alive now who knows those codes. We should be safe for now. Please register Ward 13. We do not use the crystal unless absolutely necessary. The crystal tracks the route somehow. It is vital that Ward 13 remains hidden from their attention unless the route are pounding down the doors or something. Use a different way out. The roots are pounding the door down. Try to find me in my office immediately.
Oh, sorry. Ford's got that poor
Sleep is a
Beau fella
luxury at this point.
brainwashed. Thinking he's making a difference.
Have you found any other survivors out there?
No.
Riggs made me a new leg brace the other day. Out of the blue. Guess he saw me limping pretty bad. Hey,
Hello.
no trouble in the ward, got it?
Okay,
Alright.
I guess.
Mic
I
off.
keep thinking Mark will be around the corner. It just doesn't feel right. Him being gone. He was my big brother. He was out there in that storm. He was outside the
Hey,
big door.
no trouble in the ward, got
I
it?
couldn't let him in with all the root there. I told him I dreamed he wouldn't come back. But he didn't listen.
Hey, no trouble in the ward, got it? Hey, no trouble in the ward, got it?
Only a few weeks. The commander found my brother and me. We got separated from our parents when the Root attacked our home. Mark looked out for me when we were lost. But I don't know what to do now that he's gone.
Hello again.
Sometimes it feels like I'm there. With the Root. Like it's happening right now. I can feel them. Sometimes I see people get hurt, and I know it hasn't happened yet. I wish they would listen to me.
Hey, no trouble in the ward, got it?
Yeah. I try not to think about them. Yeah.
Hey, no trouble in the
I
ward,
try
got
not
it?
to think about them. See you later.
Lots of boring locked doors around here.
Ho, traveler. You've done right by Ward 13 so far. Commander Ford still wants me to keep an eye on you. At least for a bit. I know you've been helping us, but we gotta be careful, now more than ever. I'm Lieutenant Ward. Commander Ford put me in charge of security. Not all enemies are Root, you know. We gotta protect our own. You're only allowed in the main chamber and the armory, got it? No wandering around the restricted areas. Then I gotta report it to the commander. We got a system here. Best you abide by it. A place like this doesn't run without rules. Commander Ford runs a tight ship here. It's how we've lasted so long against the Root. I run security for Ward 13. I mean, I'm still learning the ropes, but the commander wouldn't give me this job if she didn't think I was fit to serve. We run drills all the time. I mean, I'm ready for anything. Yeah, Commander Ford gave me the name. I didn't have one when she took me in. I figure it means I'm part of the ward. It's my home. Yeah, Commander Ford found me at the gate when I was a few months old. Now, honestly, things aren't bad here if you stay inside. Good people, well, all right, food. And most importantly, strong walls. I haven't been out in the city, but Ace tells me stories. Sounds like a nightmare. I'm happy I grew up here. Means I can give back, too. Keep us safe. I hope Wallace likes it here. I mean, it won't be easy without Mark. I'll look out for him. Oh, she's a great leader. She taught me everything I know. Like, I never knew
Mic
my
on.
parents. I mean, everybody here raised me, really, but... she's always been my mentor. She can be tough, though. A commander has to make the hard choices, right? I still think I could have pulled Mark in the gates without the Root making it in, but... well, she had to make a call, and I gotta respect that. Well, I know he founded the ward. He closed the gates to protect everybody from the Root. But, Commander Ford doesn't like it when people talk about him, though. I mean, it seems like the founder was a hero, but she's always got this this scowl when he's mentioned. Well, I know he founded the ward. He closed the gates to protect every... But, I mean, it seems like the founder was a hero, but... Remember, no restricted areas. Oh, traveler. I run security for Ward 13. I mean, I'm still learning the ropes, but we run drills all the time. I mean, I'm ready for anything. Well, I know it, but I mean, it seems like the founder. I'll see you around.
Oh, see you around.
Hello again.
Where did the deadwood come from? Maybe they were here the whole time. Huh?
Hi. Yeah. I try not to think about them. Be careful out there.
The kid is the key. I can see it already. Oh, let me go talk to Mrs. Ford.
Hello again, friend. Glad to see you back. Root's still thick as hell. But at least we have a way out, thanks to you. Hello again, friend. Glad to see you back. Can't imagine things look great out there. Can't imagine things look great out there.
Now let me talk to
Can't
you.
imagine things look
Okay,
great out
nope.
there.
Okay, whatever. Whatever, I'm just gonna break everything. Oh. Alright guys, that is it for part 4. We'll start it up again.